Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LGCHL Season 7 All-Star Game Draft here on CHL The Zone. I am your host, bMaJuH, as we also have the captains for their respective teams, the captains and assistant captains. We will go over to the east. We have Captain Nazem Kadri 43.
What's going on, guys?
He is actually the North Bay GM, who's currently first in the conference and has actually just clinched their President's Trophy last night with a win over the Saginaw Spirits. So congratulations to you and your team, Kadri.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. It's a long season, but yeah, a short season, 5 weeks. Thanks, Major.
Yeah, man, no problem. Unfortunately, the assistant captain, Belleville GM VALARxMORGHULIS, is not able to attend tonight. But over to the west, the captain for the west, from Saginaw, me, bMaJuH, and the assistant captain, first in the conference, looking to go ahead and clinch it out this week for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, Rowdy X51.
What's going on, boys?
So basically, this is how it's going to work. First off, a huge thanks to McDonald, the PA, and everyone, and all the staff of the CHL for allowing us to do the show tonight and allowing us to be able to have our first All-Star game in a while. So this is how this is going to work. After a randomization, the first pick will be given to the Eastern Conference, where Nazem will announce it here. The picks will go back and forth, and basically, each conference will kind of give a little explanation, kind of why they chose their respective player. So, without further ado, with the first pick of the Season 7 LGCHL draft, we will go over to Nazem Kadri.
Yeah, I'll bring up my spreadsheet here. VALARxMORGHULIS and I put all this together today. It's unfortunate he couldn't be here. We made sure that every team from the Eastern Conference has a representative here in the All-Star game, along with trying to field the best 3 teams we could to give our 3 teams the best chance to win. So that being said, the first overall pick is none other. He had a big night tonight. He puts in a lot of time every single night on LG. He's fielded my roster all year. He runs this North Bay team. It's not me. Everybody knows he calls the shots here in North Bay. And I'm going to take Stiffy Nope, number 1 overall in the All-Star game. He deserves to play in the All-Star game, and he's an awesome center, and good luck against him that night. He likes to win.
Yeah, Stiffy actually is second in the league with points behind you, Kadri. He has 59 points on the season. I've talked to Stiffy a couple times. He's definitely one of the more respectable guys around the league. Definitely one of the more hard-working managers in the league. A lot of respect. I'm definitely glad to see him in the All-Star game. Definitely a deserving pick in my books. But anyways, now we will go over to the Western Conference. Rowdy, do you want to announce our first pick?
Major, you can go ahead here. I'll let you take the reins on that one there.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. Well, he is actually third in the league, 2 points behind Kadri. Plays for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. Has had a spectacular season. I know he's kind of came on the rise this season. This guy is Undershot Kid 87, Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. He will be the first pick for the Western Conference. I know Rowdy will probably know about Undershot a little bit more than I do, but judging by the stats, this guy is definitely deserving of an All-Star game. I'm looking at his stats here. He's spectacular all season.
Yeah, he can put the puck in the back of the net, and he's an excellent forechecker too. What I've noticed, and just an all-around great player, every aspect of the game. So I think he's very good at that.
30 points and 28 assists on the season.
Yeah, he's been cranking it out for us, and he's been a big part of that St. Marie team. So
definitely. So now we'll go over back to the East with their second pick.
Yeah, I'll keep it right in North Bay. Probably the Vezina winner in this league this year. Running away with it in goalie stats. He'll play probably with Stiffy Nope and I in the All-Star game, as I will pick myself later if that has to happen. But Devil Dog Tater, number one goalie in the league in my mind. I'm not trying to be biased because he is from North Bay, but check the stats out. He plays every night. He plays any team and every team. He's if it wasn't Stiffy Nope being my brother, and I believe Devil Dog Tater is the MVP in North Bay. He makes our engine tick. He practices with all the lines. He tells all the lines what he likes to see and what he doesn't like to see. He's an unreal guy to deal with, very mature player. I gained a great relationship with him so far in LG this year, and it's transcended. I even sometimes play some other games with him. So Devil Dog Tater is an all-star in this league.
Definitely so, and this is his first season in LG as well, correct?
Yeah, I actually had a couple buddies point him my way, so kudos to those guys, and thank you very much.
Alright, now we'll go over to the West with our second pick. Rowdy, do you want to take this one, or you want me to go ahead again?
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I got a few more here. I just. Go
Alright, I'm going to go over the defensive category. He plays for Lake Erie. He's probably one of the better defensemen out of a very long list in this league. And that would be Jack of all games from the Lake Erie Otters. Lake Erie really made a push last week. They're just a couple points behind Sault Ste. Marie for first in the Western Conference, and somebody that definitely stands out. Jack of all games. Lake Erie has been a top team. They're a good team. Nylander definitely knows what he's doing in management, and Jack of all games is just the start of a very, very deep defensive core in Lake Erie. I know the guy. I've seen him around. He's definitely a top player. So Jack of all games will be the West's second overall pick. So back over to the East now, Kadri.
Yeah, shots fired on that one. He was moved out of North Bay after week 1, I do believe. So shots fired. we traded an all-star, Stiffy Nope, if you get to watch this show. With our next pick, I like to build up the middle. I believe a solid foundation comes up the middle, so I'm going to back up the Stiffy Nope pick with a top scorer out of Peterborough, N.E. Beware Reed. The guys played against him last night. I watched the game on stream. The guy can play. He's a great player. That line in Peterborough has really spoke noise this second half of the season. That guy, welcome to the Eastern Conference All-Stars.
And who did you say that pick was again?
The Reed kid out of Peterborough, the center.
Okay. Alright, you said,
I'll bring up LG just so I say the kid's name right. I gotta give him more respect than that, right? I'll get LG up just so I'm saying everyone's names right. I get them all on a spreadsheet, right? And I just type them all down wrong and just as fast as I can, as fast as they come to mind. Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a pen and paper here for my picks real quick too. We picked Jack of all games and Undershot Kid.
Yeah, it's N.E. Reed, S. Beware, 88. Sorry, guys. And he's gonna center a line in the All-Star game. Stiffy Nope's gonna center a line, and that guy right there is gonna center a line. So, I can mark these guys as picks so I don't double pick stuff here. So.
Yeah, I'm writing down the picks as well. Alright, so for the Western Conference, Rowdy, I'm not sure if you have any idea. I possibly have an idea if you don't here.
Yep. As far as the goaltending end of it, one guy that really sticks out is AK Buckmaster 44 off the Lake Erie Otters. Got 10 wins, 5 losses. Save percentage is 82%, and goals against average is 2.33. So Erie, as bMaJuH just said, they've been top of the West, top 2, top 3 all season pretty much, and come on strong here in the end. I think he's a big part of it. So AK Buckmaster is going to be our choice.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the second pick we've had from Lake Erie here, I think, as well.
Yep, yeah, it's second pick.
Alright, so now back over to the East with their fourth pick.
Yeah, the guy is having an unreal record, and shout out to the guy in North Bay, King Yankee, with unreal stats. But King Yankee is not getting selected here. The guy
Wow.
that's really contested with him all year, stat wise and number wise, is the guy in Peterborough. So I like to build chemistry, and D'Angelo is going to play in the All Star game. He's an All Star.
Definitely, definitely. Probably one of the better defensemen in the league, without any
Yeah.
doubt.
So hopefully all these guys that we're picking are available. I mean, I haven't contacted them, and that's one of the reasons why King Yankee did not even get brought up and mentioned today, because he's unavailable for the next week. So, but D'Angelo is my pick there.
Definitely a interesting pick. D'Angelo is definitely one of the top guys when it comes to power rankings, literally all season. But anyways, now we go over to the Western Conference. Rowdy, I actually kind of have an idea on who you
Go
know,
for it, Megan.
you said go ahead and go for it.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Alright, I am going to choose. He's definitely very well known around the league. From the Plymouth Whalers, I'm going to choose I'm fourth line Wordy, left winger. Fourth line, he after coming off of a week suspension last week, he has been killing it this week. I think he said that he had 15 points in 2 games on Tuesday or tonight, which when this was recorded. He's had 20 points on the week if I'm correct. Um, he has been just outstanding in the games he's played so far. Like in a matter of a couple of games, he's already a top 25 scorer in the league. I'm not sure if you have any thoughts on him, Rowdy, but I definitely think that he is more than worthy of making this All-Star game.
Oh yeah, no, he's a great player for sure.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So we have picked, like I said, I'm fourth line Worthy from Plymouth. So now we go over to Kadri with the
To play on the D'Angelo and Reed line, I'm gonna take Eddie Fistpump. The guy in LG right now is seventh in scoring. He's 10-5-0 for a record. He plays all the other team's top lines. He has 17 goals, 28 assists. He has 40 hits to go with it too. I mean, he's one of the real players in the league, I do believe. So he's part of that big line, and he's going to be an all-star this year.
Definitely. I've never played against him, I don't think, but I definitely, when you look at his stats, he's definitely a talented player. You can tell.
Yep.
All right, so now we go over to the east as go over to the west. Excuse me, as we will make our pick. Is there anyone that you were thinking about, Rowdy, or you want me to go ahead and pick this one?
Go ahead, Mage. I'll let you take this one, man.
All right then. All right. I'm kind of looking around here myself, actually. Let's see here. I'm possibly looking at a goalie. I know the perfect person. Um, there's not gonna just be one Lake Erie goalie. There's gonna be two. And he played for Belleville earlier in the season, took the league by storm. He's one of iCheap's assistants, I guess you could say, in the present. Actually, unless he can't make. Oh, never mind. He's on IR. He's on IR. Backup plan. SA Reflex Pro off of Sault Marie. He's definitely been a top goalie throughout the season. I've heard a lot of good things about the guy. 82.6 save percentage on the season. He's on a top team. I don't think that there's any debate here. He should definitely be an all-star this season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know Rowdy knows a lot more about him than I do. He's on his team, probably.
Oh yeah, and I mean he's held it down for us. You know, we had defensive trouble for the beginning part of the season where we accumulated most of our losses, and yeah, he in a big way he saved us from a lot of those games that our record would probably be a lot different. So no, he's been our starter all season, and yeah, I think he's deserving of that All-Star spot.
Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. Uh, now we will go over to Kadri with the East.
Yeah, just looking here, I'll continue to build the same, the two guys, or the guy that's going to play with N.E. Reed and Eddie Fistpump is a right winger that is having a good season in Kingston. We're going to go with Edmonton Sniper out of Kingston. He has a 5.72 record. He has 41 points. He's the lone player from Kingston that will be playing in the game, I do believe. And it's good to see that everyone's going to get represented here. And he's going to play on the line with Eddie Fistpump and Eddie Reed. So with D'Angelo on defense, and I'll pick their defenseman next.
Nice. That's definitely a good pick. Definitely. Rowdy, I'm gonna let you make this pick here. I'm kind of still looking around myself.
Yeah, yeah, no. Our next pick here is going to be my black belt out of Kitchener.
Mm.
Uh, the 7-2 on the season, and has 35 points on the season. Plus 11. I mean, not as many games played as these other other starters and whatnot, but he's right up there in points, and it looks like he's had a pretty great season. He's got quite a bit more assists than goals, and so he's kind of a. It looks like he's a setup man, but penalties are on the low side, hits on the high side. So yeah, I think he's deserving of that, and looks like he might have been a big part with Kitchener. I've seen him on the weekly power rankings up there almost every single week since he's been there. So
Mm.
my black belt was going to be your selection.
Sounds good. Now we go back over to the East with their seventh pick.
Yeah, the right D that will play with D'Angelo, Eddie Fistpump, and Annie Reed and Edmonton Sniper. I'll name their goalie next, but the representative from Ottawa 67s this year is going to be RBK V420. It was a tough choice between him and Bears out of Ottawa, but I chose to go with RBK.
Mm. Yeah, I've played against RBK a couple times. He showed up to some of my scouting lobbies actually before he got picked up by Ottawa. He was going to be my one of my top three picks. RBK definitely a very good defenseman. We'll go over to the West now. Rowdy, do you want to take this one away, or you want me to possibly look here?
Yeah, tell you what. I'm going to go with a center out of Oshawa here. I sell lessons. Doesn't have the best record on Oshawa there, but he's been putting up points, and he's been he's a +1, but he's it looks like he's been a big part of Oshawa over there. I know they've had kind of a season, but
Is
he's been a really good.
not to interrupt, Rowdy. Is Oshawa in the west or the east?
They're in the East actually.
Oh,
Well,
oh, geez.
I only say that because I'll tell you, I sell lessons. Sorry, lessons. I hate to tell you this. This is twice you've almost been picked into the All-Star game, but Rowdy just almost took you, and I had you penciled in all day. But we had to make a little switch, and I have another Oshawa player later that I'm going to draft, and unfortunately, it's not I sell lessons, so that's twice now that he's almost been entered.
Wow, that's really unfortunate for him.
Well,
I actually had someone else looking at though, anyways. Here, he's off of my side in our spirit. He is a very talented defenseman. We got him off of the Kingston Frontenacs earlier in the season. He's been helping our team out so much, off and on the ice, trying to encourage the team every chance he get. Always there to practice before games and after games. Definitely one of the better defenseman we have, and his name is Crispy Creamer. He's a right defenseman for us. Like I said, off of Kingston earlier in the season, back when I know they were one of the top teams earlier this season. Crispy, very talented, knows what he's doing, always looking to help the team and do what's better for the whole team and not himself. I was playing with him and talking to him a lot today, and He's definitely somebody that comes in mind when you think of a defenseman that's not really talked about a whole lot, but he's got a lot of talent. So Krispy Kremer's gonna be the pick for the West here. So now we go over to the West.
I'm gonna back that line up with IceHawks. I do believe is the man's name. He is IceHawks 3. He's 10-3. He's played 13 games. He is the goalie in Peterborough right now. He's gonna play with Eddie Fistpump, Eddie Reed, Edmonton Sniper, RBK, and D'Angelo on one of the lines in the All-Star game. So my pick is IceHawks 3. 10-3 record.
All right, Ice Hawks. That's definitely a good pick here. I'm not sure if Rowdy minds me going ahead and picking someone here, or if he had someone in mind.
Go ahead, man.
I'm going to pick someone last. This is the last person I personally plan to pick off of SSO. Sault Marie's Shmoney Low, right wing, 14 games. He hasn't. He's not listed up there as one of the top 15 scorers, but I've seen Shmoney Low play, and he's definitely a talented player. Was here last season and actually pulled off a couple of good games as well. I've heard his name a lot. He's one of the better forwards in Sault Marie, in my opinion. Rowdy, if you want to give a little analysis on him, I know he's one of your teammates.
Yeah, he's been great for us all season as well. He's been the anchor for one of our other lines. Him and Undershot actually play on opposite or two different lines, but yeah, no, Shimoni's definitely been our scorer, as well as he's been a team player all season, moves the puck well, and yeah, he's definitely deserving of an all-star spot here. But definitely a big player in Sault Ste. Marie.
41 points, 10-3-1 record, 20 goals, 21 assists, and a plus minus of what looks like 22. So now we go over to the West. I mean the East.
I'll wait again, and I'll take myself second last in the draft. But I already took Stiffy, and you know where I'll be playing alongside Stiffy. But the person that's going to be playing left wing with Stiffy and I in one of the games is going to be Presley 14. His stats speak for himself. He's 7-6 on a Mississauga team that is not basement dwelling, but I mean they're working hard to get wins, and he's 7-6. He has 48 points, 23 goals in this league, 25 assists, and he's going to play left wing with Stiffy and Open Eye. So Presley 14 is my next pick.
All right, now over to the West. Rowdy, you have anyone in mind? Where do you want me to
go? Yeah, I do. It's actually a player out of Plymouth here, a center. I'm going to butcher this name, but it's bMaJuH 08 out of Plymouth center. He's got 44 points on the season. He's actually second in the West in points under Shot. And actually, something that really stands out to me is the fact that he only has 9 goals, but 35 assists. I think that's and obviously that's been a huge player for Plymouth all season.
I think he plays with fourth line as well on his line, so that would go really well.
Yeah, I think he's. I definitely think he's deserving. He's. It's impressive to see so little goals but so many assists on that. It's a player that I think every line needs is someone like that, a true playmaker. So.
All right, now we go back over to the Western Conference. Or the Eastern Conference. I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah, Stiffy was doing the same thing. He was trying to tell me the same stuff. With this pick here, we're going to go on defense. He's the representative from the Niagara Ice Dogs this year. 7-6-0, 8 goals, 12 assists. Matt 40-29.
Alright, you said Matt 4029?
Yeah.
Alright, that would be the pick for the West. Now we go over to the East. I actually have someone in mind. I'm going to go with a London Knight. He's one of their defensemen. I think that he literally has the highest salary cap in the whole league, and his name is Gal Like a Boss, left defenseman off of London. I've seen his name around a couple times this season, honestly, and I'm looking at his stats. I know London's record is not necessarily the best in the league, or not one of the best, but London's still a good team, and he's definitely been one of the powerhouses on that team defensively. Looks like he might have had a bid in the AHL or NHL and maybe just got sent down. I'm not really sure the investigation on that, but he's definitely been doing some work down here in the CHL this season, in my opinion. So left defense from the London Knights, Gal Like a Boss. Kadri, you want to go ahead and make your pick for the Eastern Conference?
Yeah. Shout out to King Yankee, like I said. Ice Napkins in North Bay has an unreal record this year, and so does Larry. They both been unreal defensemen. I would love to put another North Bay battalion in the All-Star game, but we did not go and do that. I wanted a representative from every team. But to fill in that spot and to have an all-star, I believe well-deserving this year at Oshawa, has put up great stats on defense. It is Sergeant Ski 2299. He has 3 goals, 12 assists this year with an 8-5-1 record. He is going to be playing in the All-Star game.
Alright, now we're going to go over to the East. Rowdy, I'm going to let you take this one away.
Yeah, man. No, definitely one player that comes to mind that I'd like to select is Nirok 1979 out of Owen Sound, right defenseman. He's been. It looks like he's been huge for them all season. He's played some really great teams, and you know his win losses. He's 10-2 on a very good Owen Sound team out of the West. Um, but it looks, his penalty minutes are low, and a lot of hits. He's got 110 hits on the season, so obviously that has a big impact on those games and helps that defense out. So I'm going to go with Nirok 1979.
Alright, Kadri, now it's your pick.
Yeah, well, that's basically 2 lines built now that I've given you. The North Bay and the Peterborough center base lines. They're the team that was running with us all year. Everyone knows Belleville. Belleville has some good players there. And it starts from the back end, I believe. And I'm going to draft their goalie, Reliable Moose. I believe he's an all-star. His stats speak that he's an all-star. And I believe that he'll give that line every chance to win that night, like he does every game this season that he plays in their goal for them. So Reliable Moose is my next pick in net.
Oh yeah, Reliable Moose. He's really carried that team in net after the Garbs trade as well, and he's done a phenomenal job for him this season, in my opinion, personally. Now we go over to the Western Conference. Rowdy, is there anyone personally you're looking at? If not, then I might possibly have someone that I'm kind of checking out.
No, go right ahead, Major. Oh, you
All
go.
right. So my pick from we're going with every team here personally. I'm going to pick somebody off of Sarnia here. Sarnia is actually trying to fight for a playoff spot at the moment. Their left defenseman Strifex 71. He looks like he's one of the better defensemen for him right now. Originally, I was going to go with Drink Beers, but he's on IR at the moment, so I didn't know if he'd be available. But Strife looks like he is one of the couple of good left defensemen on that team. I might butcher this name here, but DMB's Fave 6'9", 108 also looks pretty good. And Martinez, I played with Martinez. Stats don't look the best, but he's definitely a pretty good defenseman in his own right. So, Dreyfus 71 off of Sarnia, left defenseman. Kadri, now it's the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, every team has a representative. I know he was somewhere else during the season. He is now in Barrie. He honestly is a very, very deserving player of this award. I mean, he could have been on any team in this league, and it just so happens that he's on Barrie right now, which I don't think are going to make playoffs. So Philadelphia 17 is going to play on the Belleville liner with a couple of guys from Belleville, and Reliable is going.
All right, Rowdy, I'm gonna let you make this pick here. I'm still looking myself, to be honest here.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to pick a player from the G Storm here. Actually, a left defenseman, Rugged Mango. He's been on a Gulf Storm that's had some trouble this season, but they've been they're still fighting to get that eighth spot there in the West. And Mango has been, I think, a huge part of their defense. He played for me last season, and he was really great, and he's continued to play well for the G Storm. So I'm going to go with Rugged Mango too. As
You actually traded him to you last season, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Rugged is a great defender.
All right, now kicking it over to the East.
Yeah, I told you about this pick, and this is the last pick to sum up the picking outside of the three teams that are at the top of the leaderboards and the stats leaderboards out of Peterborough and Belleville and North Bay. But it's a defenseman. I told you about this guy. I don't like doing this because I notice a lot of his points have come games that he's played forward, but I mean, if he's willing to jump up forward and score, and he has played defense games this year, but he's my pick out of Sudbury. Andrew Givens, I believe is his name, is what I have him wrote down on my stat sheet, so it could be different, or spreadsheet, so it could be different than that online, but Andrew Givens is the guy from Sudbury is who I'm going with.
Now it's your 14th pick, so I think we all have all about 4 more here, I think, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I have here on my spreadsheet. I have 3 Belleville guys and 1 from North Bay.
All right, for the Western Conference, I am going to make a pick. Call me biased if you want to, but I feel that this guy's very deserving of this award. Bodman, he's my AGM. This guy has been he's been playing outstanding defense for us all season long. Even though he's had some defensive line switch up, he's been one of our top defensemen, consistently winning games. Definitely one of the better defensemen on our team, and I feel he's as many good defensemen there is in the league. I feel he's easily a top 15 defenseman in this league. So I'm gonna go with right defenseman from Saginaw, Elvon. So Kadri, it's your pick to go ahead and represent the West, buddy.
This one's easy, and a shout out to all the guys.
You are lagging bad. Holy.
Lagging. Top lessons. Uncle Diddles. Sorry, Maniac from Belleville. Sorry, man. You got an unreal record, 11-1-1. I tried my best to get everybody else in.
Can you repeat all of that? I couldn't hear it at all. You were like going complete and utter roboto there. like for 2 minutes straight, you were just like robot, choppy, electrified.
Is that better now?
That's a lot better.
Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, I just wanted to say sorry to all the guys that aren't getting picked here or are not getting picked here. Like Maniac 187, like 11-1-1. He's not going to be playing. Uncle Diddles is 12-1 from North Bay. He's not going to be playing. Butsy 6 from Belleville, not going to be playing. Weather Beezy and Gibby and Nog Dog, all from North Bay, have 12-1, and Weather Beezy's 14-0, and they're all not getting to play. And like I saw Lessons, he almost got a chance to play a couple times, and he's not going to get to play, and he has great stats. But my next pick is going to be a part of the Belleville line, and he's 12-1 himself. He has 53 points. I remember VALARxMORGHULIS saying earlier this season that he couldn't even communicate with him because he's French and he doesn't speak English. But he's got 22 goals, 31 assists. God X 187 is going to play in the All-Star game.
I'm actually surprised he didn't pick him earlier, to be honest. He's been very consistent for Belleville all season. I was surprised he didn't get picked earlier.
I'll talk on that in a couple seconds, bMaJuH.
Alright then, over for the West. I think there's only one team we haven't picked from. But I think we can probably touch up on that later. We have about 3 or 4 picks left here. So, Rowdy, you want to make the decision here, or you want me to
go? I'm trying not to lean too much to either team here. There's a couple teams that have a lot of picks, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Looks like right now it looks like Erie, Sault Ste. Marie, and Plymouth have pretty much most of the picks here.
Yeah.
I think Saginaw has 2. I think Owen Sound might have 1 or 2. Guelph has 1. It's mostly Sault Ste. Marie and Plymouth who have a multiple amount of picks.
Yeah.
There's actually a 4th that I'm personally looking at though.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go with a goaltender actually out of Owen Sound. He has a lot of games played. His record is actually about 500, but I mean he's seen so many shots, and his save percentage is still up there, and goals against average is still up there. He's actually just below 80%. He's at 79.8 save percentage, and goals against average of 2.88. I think he's played great all season. I mean, he's the time on ice is just absolutely ridiculous. But I just think for that many shots and to still have the he's obviously played in all Owen Sound's tough games and everything like that. So I believe that Slippery at net is well deserving of a goaltender spot in the Western Conference.
Oh yes, definitely so. Now we go back over to the East.
To round out the Belleville line, Peef 17, right defenseman. He's going to play with Andrew Givens and God and Philadelphia with reliable Moose in nets. Peef 17, he's 9-3-2, has 16 points, 2 goals, 14 assists. And I believe that he's a good defenseman for Belleville, as I was talking to Valor today, and he got mentioned from him. So.
Okay. I like that pick, actually. I've definitely heard a lot about him. He was actually, not gonna lie, he was definitely somebody that my team was actually looking at throughout the season. Now we go over to the West. Rowdy, do you have anyone in mind, or do you want me to go ahead and make this pick here?
I'll tell you what. You can make a pick and go ahead and make your pick here. I got one for the very end. So.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go with off of the Owen Sound attack. I'm gonna go with Glitch Goaling, the AGM. Glitch Goaling, he's a left winger. He's been consistent all season long. Like all season long, he's been consistent. I've seen the guy play a lot. Knows what he's doing. I'm surprised that he's not being mentioned as one of those top goal leaders, but there's so many people that have been so good at scoring all season, when it comes into points. He was actually first for a little bit in points, so I'm gonna go with Glitch Goaling off the Owen Sound. Kadri now over to the West again. How many picks we got left?
We got 2 picks left here.
All right, 2 more picks. So I think we still have to pick somebody off of Windsor. By the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I got every team spoken for here, and I tried to make it as less of a GM and AGM all-star game as I could, but my last 2 picks are going to be a couple GMs here. Baylor, or the league, I guess, voted this one in, and you guys seen him on the leaderboards. It's this Nazem Kadri, 43. He's going to play with Stiffy Nope. He's got some points to back it up, I guess. He's going to play this year. Yeah, so Nazem Kadri's an all-star, I guess, this year.
That's definitely not a bad pick in my opinion. That's not a bad pick when you have the leading point scorer. You know, you probably could have done better, but you know, I'm just messing around.
It's a team game. It comes with the defense's record. My goalie's been great. I rely on him for a lot of saves. Our defense is good. I mean, all 3 lines are good. We scrimmage against each other and stuff all the time. I mean, the boys push me all the time. I mean, it's they get me on there telling me I'm poop and I need to make better decisions and better plays, and I get on and I practice and I can play better at times, but lately I've been playing the beta and playing some Tiger Woods, so I mean, I got to get on and got to get playing. Same to everybody else on North Bay. If you watch this, I want everybody practicing.
Yeah, same for you, Spirit. Hey, start practicing right now. Make a lobby. I'm just messing around though. But Kadri, you, Stiffy, your whole team have been outstanding this season. Huge congratulations on that President's Trophy again as well.
Thanks a lot, man. Stiffy, like I said, Stiffy Nope works really hard. So Kadri's gonna play, and I believe you have 2 picks left, and I have 1 more.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have to pick somebody off of Windsor here. I'm gonna go with I know we're trying to make this as much as a non-GM, AGM sort of thing, but
it's hard sometimes, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. The one guy that really sticks out to me is Petri Shen X73. He seems kind of like he's that one guy off of Windsor, and this is no disrespect for him, but he kind of seems like that guy on Windsor that's really mostly been stepping it up for him. Yeah, he's been stepping it up for him this season. I know he played a game or 2 in net. He seems to be playing a lot of the harder teams. He played Saginaw, he's played Plymouth, he plays both tomorrow. I'm looking at a lot of his stats here. Let me pull them up. Yeah, I'm looking at him. He doesn't seem like he's playing too bad. He's been all over the ice this season. He's played a couple forward games. He's played a lot of D. He's besides the record 4-7-1, he does have 21 points, 8 for 13. He's one of the guys on Windsor that does have a positive plus minus. Also did really well last season in the past as well as a goalie. So Petri Shen is my pick here from the Windsor Spitfires. So the final pick for the Western Conference, or the Eastern Conference, goes over to Nazem Kadri, 43, as he will...
Yeah, I told you I'd speak on this earlier about leaving God and the Belleville guys till last, but I left the Belleville guy last here. Thanks for the help earlier today, Baylor. It was a good short stint working with you. I know Belleville and North Bay have been deemed as rivals all year, and I wanted to keep it going a little bit, and pick VALARxMORGHULIS last in the Eastern Conference. With the Eastern Conference last pick, I'm going to take VALARxMORGHULIS.
Yeah, and he's actually been a top point scorer for him all season. Like, honestly, like, it's one thing where you can be a manager that can do well on the ice or not be able to carry your team off the ice with trades, or it's one thing to be able to carry your team off the ice with trades and such, or not be able to do things on the ice. But he seemed to be able to do both this season consistently. I haven't talked to him a lot this season, but he's been definitely doing a good job on and off the ice with this Belleville team.
Yeah, I mean, he's great to deal with in parties. He's a mature guy. He's been around the league. He knows the rules. He's 11-3-1. He has 54 points in the league. He has 25 goals, 29 assists. he has a good face-off percentage too, and anybody knows that playing center is a tough task in its own, and centers need to win face-offs to get their team puck possession. So good on him, and VALARxMORGHULIS is definitely well deserving in my books.
Definitely. And now with the last pick, I know Rowdy was saying that he was saving one of his picks for last. So Rowdy, go ahead and take it away with the last pick of the LGCHL Season 7 All-Star Game Draft.
Major, I just did some math. We are all out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're yep.
Let me check here.
The Windsor pick made 18.
Did you guys pick back to
No,
back?
actually, no, we didn't. I only have 17 for me.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, no, I hate to do it, but well, not really, but I'm going to go with another Plymouth player here. It's a center actually, Samson X84. He's 9-5, 38 points. He's got 21 goals on the season. Very little penalties, and face-off percentage looks pretty darn good. So he's up there in the mid 50s, and he's been doing real well this season. Anytime I've seen him play, he's always been tough. I know we played against him, and I think that he's deserving of one of our center spots on the Western Conference All Stars. So that is my last pick, Samson X84.
Definitely. And I think actually with the round out, that leaves Plymouth. The top three teams with the most people with picks would be first would be Peterborough, second would be North Bay, and I think third would be Plymouth. I think they have the top three teams with the most All-Stars on their team in the draft, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. I think Peterborough had the most from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I believe there was 4 from Peterborough, 3 from North Bay, and
3 from Plymouth.
Actually, with the goaltending too. Goaltending, Belleville had 4. Goaltending involved North Bay has 3, and goaltending involved Peterborough has 4. So I think that Belleville and Peterborough both have 4, and North Bay only has 3 because it's Stiffy Nope, myself, and Devil Dog, and then there's the 2 goalies from Belleville and Peterborough, and then there's 3 guys off of both of those teams. So
definitely.
And I just want to give a shout out to a few guys that I know didn't make the All-Star team, but I felt that they deserved at least a shout out because they've had an excellent season. But AC Tickle actually was one of them defensemen out of London. Barely Jewish right defenseman out of Erie, and Tendy Probs out of London as well. Metal Ghosts, you guys have all had a great season, so I just wanted to at least give a shout out to them.
Definitely a lot of guys that are deserving in there, and thanks to all the players, the media team, staff. Special shout out to McDonald for making this All-Star game happen. Congratulations to all the winners and nominees for having such great seasons. Good luck to all the teams making a push in the playoffs. Thanks to Rowdy and Nazem coming on the show as well.
When exactly is the date and everything for this all to take place?
Yes,
and maybe we can try. Maybe we can try to get people on board to watch some stream. Maybe we can try to get some streamers in the game and stuff like that.
All-Star game is going to be this Thursday, August 6th at 9:30 p.m.
Eastern time.
Actually, I was going to do whatever line I end up on. Actually, will be streamed. So there's going to be 3 games going as once for the guys that don't already know. But at least one of those games will be streamed that I do know. So
yeah, if managers count whatever line I'm on, I'll be streaming too. I'm not sure if managers do count as players or not. I'd assume they would. I'm not sure though. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Rowdy and Nazem Kadri for coming on the show and helping with their team's picks. Best of luck to both the Eastern and Western Conference. Thank you guys for watching. For Rowdy X51 and Nazem Kadri 43, this is bMaJuH signing out with the Season 7 LGCHL All-Star Draft. Good night, everybody.
Peace.